Good morning, and welcome to the RISE offices. On behalf of Commissioner Blanche Carney of the Philadelphia Department of Prisons, I am Deputy Commissioner Terrell Bagby. This tax season, we are happy to be sharing our space with the Campaign for Working Families to help make free tax prep services available here for Philadelphians. We'd like to thank Revenue and the Campaign for Working Families for this collaboration, and we look forward to future collaborations. Thank you. And next, I would like to introduce Revenue Commissioner Frank Breslin.
Thank you, Deputy Commissioner. Thank you to RISE for hosting this tax prep site here in their office. This is one of 23 free tax preparation sites throughout Philadelphia, and the free tax prep services started this week. All of us here have a responsibility to Philadelphians to make sure that they receive what could potentially be thousands of dollars extra through the federal Earned Income Tax Credit Program, commonly known as EITC. EITC credit is a federal tax benefit for working people who have low to moderate income. More than 188,000 Philadelphians take advantage of this tax credit, but there's more than 50,000 residents of Philadelphia who may be eligible for this credit but don't even apply. The average refund or average credit is around $2,500. So, doing the math, it's $131 million that's out there left on the table that could be in the pockets of Philadelphians. And that's why it's really important to get this message out there to people that this is available. And the City of Philadelphia Department of Revenue launched its annual You Earned It Philly program to empower the residents of Philadelphia to claim the money that they've earned. Philadelphians who are eligible for this program work hard, and many of them struggle to make ends meet. They struggle to put food on the table, clothes, quality housing, and this credit, whether it be a few $100s or thousands of dollars, can really make a difference in their lives. So it's super important, and it's why I have such a, I'm pleased to introduce such a cast of people here to help get the word out and to elaborate on the details and participate in the questions and answers today. So joined with me here today, I'm pleased to have State Treasurer Joe Torsella, Philadelphia Department of Revenue Administrator of Tax Credits and Assistance Programs, Sandy Ramos, Mary Arthur from the Campaign for Working Families, Will Gonzalez from Pathways PA, SEBA. Both of those are our nonprofit partners who are offering the tax-free preparations, the tax services. Also from the United Way, have Nakia Owens here with us today. Also joined by several community organizations who are working with us to spread the word about the Earned Income Tax Credit. So now I'm happy to introduce State Treasurer Joe Torsella. Treasurer.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you to all the partners. Glad to be here for the third year as a treasurer for such a worthy cause and to help promote the work of the partners who do great work day in and day out in empowering Pennsylvanians. I'm Pennsylvania State Treasurer, where I spend a lot of my days looking at Pennsylvania's finances, but the simple truth is that Pennsylvania's finances are ultimately a reflection of the finances of Pennsylvanians, which is why we are so focused on financial empowerment of families across Pennsylvania, whether that's through connecting people to unclaimed property they didn't know they had, whether it's helping them save for college, helping families with disabled family members take advantage of ABLE accounts, and all the other initiatives. One of the things that we are most passionate about is being part of this effort to get money that people earned in their pockets instead of leaving it in Washington where it's not doing them in Pennsylvania any good. Programs like the Earned Income Tax Credit are vitally important to fostering that kind of financial empowerment that we are committed to. It is considered by many to be the single most effective anti-poverty program there is, and we are committed to helping spread awareness about the EITC to families in Philadelphia and, in fact, across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. As the Commissioner said, there are two pillars to the collective program that all the partners here have. One is outreach to help everyone who might be entitled, and I underscore entitled. This is money that folks have earned to the EITC, combined with on-the-ground tax preparation and service and assistance to help everyone who qualifies for the refund to file to get it. My job today is to talk a little bit about the qualifications for the EITC. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with it, it is a refundable federal tax credit that was developed going on 30 years, I think, to assist low to moderate income level individuals and families. And the most basic requirements for eligibility, and these are important because there are a number of people out there who think, oh, I hear about it and think that doesn't apply to me. Number one, anyone listed on the return must have a Social Security number or an individual tax identification number. Number two, their filing status needs to be married, filing jointly, head of household, qualifying widow or widower, or single. The person filing must be between the ages of 25 and 65 or have a qualifying child and be of any age, and they must have some earned income from a job or self-employment. And this is a big category, I think, of the folks who don't file for this because they don't realize that. And the maximum income levels for claiming the EITC refund range, depending on other the various marital status, range from $15,270 to $54,884. And as I said, a number of people hearing about this don't realize that that bracket extends that far up and then sort of self-select themselves out of filing, doing themselves a disservice. Those numbers are dependent on whether the person is filing as single head of household or married filing jointly, as well as the number of qualifying children. And the maximum refunds available range from $519 on the low end to $6,431 on the high end. And as the Commissioner said, the average is $2,500. That is a significant amount of money. That is an amount of money that in an economy where middle-class families are struggling to keep pace, let alone get ahead, that can account for a couple of mortgage or rental payments, for utility bills, for that car repair you didn't know how you're going to fund, for a vacation you're entitled to but couldn't afford, for a tuition payment for a kid. So it is hugely important to get the word out that this can make a real and significant difference to the families who claim it, but they have to claim it. To get it, they have to claim it. And as the Commissioner said, we need to improve those numbers. That here in Philadelphia, I think it's nationally, I think it's about 1 in 5. I think here in Philadelphia, it's about 1 in 4 who are entitled to this, who do not claim it. We want them to claim it for themselves, for their financial empowerment. We want them to claim it for the sake of the Philadelphia and Pennsylvania economy. We're pumping that $130+ million into the economy will do us all some good. And we want them to claim it to begin to build the middle-class prosperity that every family in this state is entitled to. Now, a couple of things that are important to know, not widely understood. Number one, we've had these press conferences for several, I've been part of them for, I think this is my 3rd year. The coalition has been doing them for many years previously, but it is not understood widely that if someone failed to file for this in 2015, 2016, or 2017, they have not missed the boat. They can file or amend their returns for free at city and partner tax sites, and they can get refunds for up to 3 prior years, which can potentially, if you do the math on multiplying that $2,500, amount to tens of thousands of dollars. So anyone who's hearing this and thinking, darn, I wish I'd paid attention to this earlier, the window has not closed, and you are entitled to this money that you earned going back as much as 3 years. Number two, about 1/3 of the people who are eligible for this every year are newly qualified to be eligible for it, meaning the pool of folks who are eligible changes dramatically every year, And again, that's another reason for that, for the rate that not 100% are claiming it. So it is important to check your status every year, to reach out to partners who can help you do that every year. And for anyone listening who hears anything in this that sounds like it might apply to them, to find out if they are in fact eligible, because so that the fact that they weren't last year doesn't mean that they are this year, or that some change in their financial life, in their family life, in their filing status means that they're eligible for something that they didn't know about, as well as for the self-employed population who qualify for this if they meet the other characteristics. So our message is simple, that this money belongs to those Pennsylvanians and Philadelphians who earned it, that it will do them and the rest of us much more good to have it in their pockets and to have them spending it on the necessities of life, that it can make a real difference. And it is a wonderful and important program, but it only works if you claim this money. So Philadelphians this year, reach out to our partners, reach out to all the assistance that's available, and please file and claim the money that you are entitled to, and help us build a more prosperous Pennsylvania and Philadelphia for everyone. And now I'm honored to turn this over to the Philadelphia Department of Revenue's Administrator for Tax Credit and Assistance Programs, Sandy Ramos. Thank you.
Thank you, Treasurer, and good morning, everyone. As you've heard numerous times now, free tax preparation sites are a key component of this project for those who qualify. Let's face it, your average person probably shudders to think about navigating the waters of even the most basic income tax filing process. When the city looked at the demographics of the Philadelphians who should be filing for the EITC but are not filing, it's evident that preparation services needed to be free, and they needed to be located where residents live and work. The process needed to be non-intimidating and quick, and information and assistance had to be available in the language that they're most comfortable in. So this is what the program delivers. There are 23 sites in Philadelphia offering free tax preparation services. The free services will, of course, include federal EITC filing and are available for individuals making around $15,000 in annual income and families making less than $54,884. All tax preparers, providing these services are also IRS certified, and the coverage area is pretty extensive. Here's a quick rundown. We've got 5 locations in Center City, 5 in North Philadelphia, 4 in West Philly, 3 in the Germantown section of the city, 2 in South Philadelphia, 2 in Southwest, 1 in the Northeast, 1 in University City, and 1 in Kensington. These locations are ready to receive eligible filers now and will remain open until the last eligible day for filing, which is April 15th. Information about locations, hours, and language access for the free tax preparation services are all available on You Earned It Philly website. That's www.youearneditphilly.com. It's available in multiple languages or by phone at 215-686-9200. Comprehensive outreach has already begun and includes free and accurate tax preparation for eligible residents from IRS certified preparers at 23 locations throughout Philadelphia, many of which opened on January 20th. The www.youearneditphilly.com website is available in 9 languages and includes a brand new partner section where any community organization or individual can download any of the EITC outreach material and help spread the word. Our multilingual telephone hotline is available at 215-686-9200. Residents can also text the word FILE, F-I-L-E, to 99000 to get information on the EITC and updates on sites near them, reminders about deadlines, and more. EITC street teams are visiting large employers, commercial corridors, daycares, grocery stores, county assistance offices, and check cashing locations to spread the word. Partnerships with over 50 community organizations like the United Way, Free Library of Philadelphia, PGW, the Philadelphia School District, Philadelphia County, and Philadelphia County Assistance Offices. All are designed to spread the word and to reach more of our communities. Advertising is also taking place in newspapers, online, radio, and on SEPTA. I would really like to thank at this time the members of City Council for their strong support of the You Earned It Philly campaign. At this time, I would like to turn things over to our tax preparation sites, Mary Arthur from Campaigns for Working Families and Will Gonzalez from Pathways PA SAVA.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mary Arthur, and I am the president of the Campaign for Working Families. We are very excited to be here today to kick off our 17th year of free tax preparation. And my goal today is to talk about how you can come into a tax site, get an accurate return the first time. Your investment as a taxpayer is your time, and we are there to help you. And we want to make sure that when you come in, you have all the documents that you need to get that accurate return done in one sitting. So you know, everything is, Social Security cards are mandatory. We need your photo ID, all of your tax records. If you filed last year, it could be helpful if you brought in last year's tax return. Anything that you feel will impact your taxes and impact your life. It is so important that you bring those documents with you. We are here to help you. Again, the site's opened this week, and we are available till roughly the end of April, because some people that if you don't owe, you do not have to file by the 15th. We want you to, but you should make sure that, if you know you don't owe. However, that is the deadline technically. And I'm going to turn it over to Will, but I do want to mention that the IRS portal for accepting tax returns is January 28th. So the sooner you come in, the sooner you will be able to get your refund. Well?
Thank you, Mary, and thank you, everyone, for putting this together. Philadelphia is blessed to have such a strong effort to support working families to secure their earned income tax credit. And I want to emphasize what Mary said. It's important to come prepared. We're providing a free service. Why pay for something when you can get it for free? And what we are trying to do is to make sure that you can go back to your family, go back to work, not take much time. So it's important that you come prepared, as Mary said. So take some time before you come to our sites, get last year's tax return, look at all your information. You're going to need to bring your Social Security card. And also, if you want direct deposit for free within 10 days, please bring information about your bank account. It has to be a statement from the bank. Unfortunately, we just can't take down numbers written on a piece of paper. So it's important that you come prepared, and we will help you not only have a quick experience with free tax preparation, but also secure that refund fast and free. While some of the documents that you will see listed on the You Earned It Philly website may not apply to you, it's important that you look at that list and think hard to see if you need to bring any of those documents. And again, the information about your dependents, Social Security cards, copy of last year's return, and most importantly, that official statement from your bank with your bank account number. And if you need more information about where to find the site, what to bring, please look at that great website, You Earned It Philly. Thank you.
And I just really would like to say again, we go back for 3 years. So if you did not get an opportunity to file your taxes for whatever reason, we are here to help you. And we will do your current year and go back 3 years. And if you think the possibility that you are eligible for those credits, what an impact it could have on your family. So I just wanted to say that. And I am now going to introduce Dr. Nakia Owens from the United Way of Greater Philadelphia in Southern New Jersey.
Good morning, everyone. So on behalf of United Way, I would first like to express my gratitude to all of our partners, particularly the city's revenue department, Commissioner, Breslin, who has been very instrumental in partnering with United Way around the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program and EITC. I would like to thank our community partners, Campaign for Working Families, as well as SABA. And I also especially would like to thank our Pennsylvania State Treasurer, Torsella, who has really been instrumental in speaking up and really telling the story and getting behind us to really make sure that people are, that our residents of Philadelphia as well as Pennsylvanians are really capturing what is, due back to them in terms of the refund. So the Earned Income Tax Credit, as the Treasurer mentioned, is the most effective anti-poverty fighting program in the country. And so, since United Way put a stake in the ground around ending intergenerational poverty, this is a signature project that we invest in and we will continue to invest in because it is really critically important in order to put those dollars back in the hands of those hardworking residents and individuals. And one of the things that I think has become clear and evident to us during this government shutdown is that of those 800,000 federal employees, 78% of them are living paycheck to paycheck. So as the Treasurer mentioned, those dollars are essential in terms of paying for their kids' education, daycare, and all of those essentials, not necessarily some of those things that come top of mind like a TV, but the Federal Reserve has even studied, how individuals who get the EITC credit and its companion, the child tax credit, and where those dollars are spent. So, on behalf of United Way, I want to thank all of those who put energy behind this and making sure that we're putting those critical dollars where they need to be in order to help our those individuals, those families, those children, our communities. And I want to thank all of our partners, as I mentioned before, especially the city's revenue department, who came behind us and really helped to increase that investment as well. Thank you so much, and keep up the good, happy tax season. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Owens and the United Way, for your tremendous support from the EITC efforts in Philadelphia and throughout the region. Thank you to my fellow speakers here for their support and to all our partners who have joined us here today. I'd like to now open it up to any questions. Great question, and we're monitoring that very closely right now, and we'll be putting any information out that affects that. But the important thing, I think, right now is that the IRS filing opens November 28th, and we're encouraging people to get out to the sites, and the slowdown doesn't affect the tax preparation. Get out to the sites and get the process started.
But if it continues, would it affect the issuance of the tax credits?
And that's something that we're going to monitor closely and put information out as it develops. Anything else? Thank you. I'd now like to bring Will Gonzalez back up. He's going to do a short summary of what we've spoken about in Spanish. Will?
Buenos días, mi nombre es William González, soy el director ejecutivo de CEIBA, trabajo con el Campaign for Working Families y también con las organizaciones de la ciudad, que incluye el comisionado de cuentas Frank Breslin, el tesorero del Estado, el caballero Torsella, y también la doctora Nikia Owens, que es del United Way, y también incluye la doctora, la señora Sandy Ramos, que trabaja con el Departamento de Ingresos Revenue de la ciudad de Filadelfia. Queremos enfatizar hoy que todos tenemos la responsabilidad como residentes de la ciudad de Filadelfia de hacer lo que podamos para traer dinero que nos corresponde por medio del ingreso, el crédito por ingreso del trabajo, que es un crédito que otorga el Departamento de Rentas Internas Federal. Es para personas que trabajan y se ganan a menos de $60,000 al año. En años previos habían más de 188,000 gentes de Filadelfia que recibieron el crédito por ingreso del trabajo y se estima que casi 50,000 de ellos que eran elegibles para el crédito por ingreso del trabajo no aplicaron por ello. Por eso estamos haciendo esta campaña, porque creemos que es importante que ustedes apliquen por esto. Promedio, la persona recibe casi $2,500 cuando hacen la petición por este crédito por ingreso del trabajo. Si calculamos los 50,000 personas que no reclaman eso casi deja $131 millones que en la mesa que no se ha podido reclamar para la ciudad de Filadelfia. Tenemos una gran campaña para ayudar a las personas a encontrar sitios donde pueden hacer su declaración de impuestos completamente gratis. Pueden visitar en el internet una página web que se llama You Earned It Philly. Es un esfuerzo para proveer información sobre el crédito por ingreso del trabajo, proveer información donde pueden recibir ayuda gratuita completamente para llenar su declaración de impuestos. Simplemente para aplicar por el crédito por ingreso del trabajo, usted tiene que ser elegible basado en su ingreso. Y eso se determina basado en el número de personas dependientes que tiene su declaración de impuestos, su estatus como la persona que está llenando la aplicación, si eres casado, llenando una declaración conjunta, o si eres cabeza de familia, o si eres viudo, o si eres soltero. La persona tiene que ser entre la edad de 25 y 65 años de edad y tener... Y ayuda a tener un niño como dependiente. También tiene que ser ingreso del trabajo. En otras palabras, tienes que haber trabajado. No puedes haber ganado más de $54,884 y lo que puedes recibir puede ser tampoco como $519. En otras palabras, el crédito puede ser de $519 a $6,431. Eso es mucha plata. Personas que no llenaron declaraciones de impuestos en el 2015, 2016 y 2017 también pueden averiguar si cualifican por el crédito por ingreso del trabajo. Pueden venir a uno de los recintos, uno de los centros que ayudan completamente gratis para llenar estas declaraciones y pueden recibir ayuda en llenar estas declaraciones de años previos, 2015, 16, 17, también el de este año, el 2018. Esto es toda la información. Les ruego que por favor no paguen por algo que pueden recibir completamente gratis. También les ruego que visiten esa página web porque hay localidades en toda la ciudad de Filadelfia que le pueden ayudar a llenar su declaración de impuestos completamente gratis. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Will, and thanks once again, everyone, for being here today. And I just want to give one last plug for youearneditphilly.com. Anyone who heard this today and has any questions, I encourage go to the website. There's lots of information, 9 different languages. It's awesome, and I encourage you to come to one of the free tax prep sites and take advantage of this earned income tax credit. Thank you.